Tino, the self-identified trans woman who wants to harass waiter and waitresses and women in their bathrooms, is back after a 3-month break.
I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Trans women getting pregnant is not as far off as you'd think.
Did you know you can't take pictures in the bathroom at Disney? Well, Lily did, and some people saw themselves on TikTok in the bathroom at Disney, and guess what? That woman is coming forward and she's suing Disney and Lily.
What do you think he will say in the video, announcing that he's back on TikTok? Do you think he will apologize for his behavior? I hope so, so let's get right into it.
The last time you saw me, I was talking about taking a break. And I did take a break. And now I'm back. But while I was gone, I did some reflecting on the way that I've been approaching things and figured something out. And that something is that I've been leading with anger. I kind of already knew that. Before, but that I've been leading with anger, and specifically that I don't want to lead with anger. I think it's a really easy trap to fall into, to let anger be the fuel, because there's a lot of anger to go around, especially being a trans person in this day and age. But I just don't want it anymore because it makes me unhappy.
Oh, because it makes you unhappy. So you won't stop being incredibly rude to people out in public so you can be a decent human being. You want to stop for your own sake, so you personally can feel better. Oh my God. Where's the accountability? Where is it? There's absolutely no reason to be rude and to harass women in their bathrooms, taking pictures in their bathrooms. There's absolutely no person on this planet that should have a mental breakdown just because they're being called sir out in public when they look like a sir. Yes, no one, not even trans people themselves, should have a breakdown. And not real trans people do, by the way. Trans people, trans women can maybe feel dysphoric, but it doesn't make them angry. It doesn't make them rude. They don't suddenly cause a scene. The last thing they want to do in that situation is to cause a scene, draw more attention to themselves. But you love the attention, right? Most fake trans people do. That's why they identify as trans even though they don't deal with gender dysphoria. I mean, it makes sense when you feel the need to fake being something or having something. It's because you want the attention. Lily, where's the apology? Where's the maybe I went too far when talking about my genitals around kids in Disneyland? Maybe I went too far when complaining over and over again when people called me sir. I think you would be surprised how many people would, I don't know if they would accept you, but apologizing for something you've done takes a lot of balls, takes a lot of cake pops. The way I look at it, it's better to apologize for something you've done, which is documented, than to double down, continuing to act like the victim when you're not. It's not hard for trans people to exist in the West, in America. Not at all. You being called sir is not an issue. And it also makes sense. They see a man. They see a he. And in America, a sir.
It's easier said than done, but the goal is to lead with kindness. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Not just in making content, but in everything that I do. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm going to try to start streaming again. I'm going to go out and eat at restaurants just the same. I'm going to post videos just the same. Even though my time off has been a nice opportunity that I have the privilege of taking, to reflect on things, I'll be happy to see y'all again in the stream and to start creating again, because it does bring me a lot of happiness to create. Oh, you want some pets? He wants pets. Okay.
Poor dog. Lily, Tino, is obviously not apologizing for his bad behavior in the past. He's making a lot of excuses. Oh, it's difficult being a trans person in America. I'm gonna try not to be so negative when being victimized, basically, is what he's saying. And it's bullshit. And he didn't clarify how he would handle these situations in the future. You know, when getting misgendered. I would have loved to hear him say, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm just gonna sit there with my mouth shut. Because I understand that I look and sound like this, and they don't have an X-ray vision. They can't, by looking or talking to me, know what my identity is. Now that I say this, I think I've had way too high expectations of this guy. I mean, does this look like a person who regrets taking pictures in the women's bathroom with women in the picture, in the background? Oh, ha ha ha, that was so funny. It's such a lame argument. Oh, we hear so much about trans women harassing women in women's restrooms, but all we want to do is take a shit and wash our hands. If all you want to do is take a dump, take a caca, why can't you accept a no for an answer? Why can't you respect when women say, I'm not comfortable when biological men are in our spaces? I mean, if trans women are so innocent, why are they not? Real trans women, most of the time, are, right? But these men, like Lily Tino, are not trans women. I'm not the only person, the only trans person, believing that. Listen to this trans woman.
I don't think Lily Tino is actually transitioning. And I don't just mean, oh, they're acting kind of weird. I mean, straight up, if you look at any of the stuff to do with them medically transitioning, it doesn't make sense. Because think about it. I'm trans, and I have bigger boobs than them at 9 months of hormones than they do at like 3 or 4 years. And Lily always talks about getting the cake pops removed, but anyone that's seen the OF leaks knows that there's a little more going on down there. And kind of wild how they have an OF when most people who have like surgery down there like need testosterone replacement to like maintain libido. And a lot of people were talking about the FFS and how basically nothing changed. The only scar you can't see is on their forehead, and plenty of middle-aged men get their hairlines lowered, so there's nothing trans about it.
Very interesting. I don't know or care about Lily Tino surgeries, but she made an interesting point. This also applies to Dylan Mulvaney. What they have done to themselves, to their appearance, is to some degree reversible. Not entirely, of course. I mean, transitioning, even if you do it just a little bit, is a serious and life-altering thing. But the thing about testosterone is, it's a very powerful sex hormone. I can speak from personal experience. As a woman on testosterone, testosterone can change your appearance a whole lot. Especially if you are a male. A man who went on estrogen for a couple of years, maybe you got implants. You know, I think it is quite easy to reverse some of the feminization. You can take the implants out. The testosterone can change, you know, the way body fat is distributed. I can't say this word. And I've noticed that a lot of people on the internet are like wondering if Lily Tino and Dylan Mulvaney only transitioned a little bit so they can detransition when they reach their goal, fame-wise, I don't know, or if it all fails. I'm not really sure, and people aren't really sure, of course. It's just a theory, but it doesn't sound that crazy. Here's Jeffree Star's reaction to Lily Tino overall.
Yeah, Lily Tino is a male named Nick. And that's what I'm talking about. Is Nick Cantino, aka Lily Tino, that's not a real trans person. If any of the trans community that thinks I'm actually talking about them and the root of who they are as a culture, I'm not. I'm talking about these dudes who are wearing crop tops and some lip gloss, and clearly they're men. You know what I mean? That's what I was referring to, but I don't think I fully got my point across. To me, that's a cross-dresser, right? That's not a... right? Like, that's two different sectors.
Exactly, Jeffrey, you are spot on. Saying that Lily Tino is not a trans person is actually nowadays the most pro-trans thing you can do. I mean, to state the obvious, Lily is ruining trans people's reputation, acts horrible on the internet and out in public. And to say that behavior and that person is not the same as a regular trans person who just want to live a normal life, you're actually protecting, defending the trans person, the real one. Lily is not just a bad apple of the trans community. No, he is the face of the fake trans community. Of the community that basically only embraces people who fake being trans. For clout and for political, ideological reasons, actual transsexuals are not like Dylan Mulvaney and Lily Tino and all these people. Lily especially loves to make strangers uncomfortable. He wants to assert dominance. He wants to intimidate people who are not obeying him, are not calling him a she, her, and ma'am. That has nothing to do with gender dysphoria. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. Let me know what you think about Lily Tino. Do you think he's trans? Or do you think he's a fraud? I cannot wait to read your comments. Peace out.